Hey guys, welcome to a recap of Jewish Matchmaking, episode 6, one and done. And guys, this was the episode I was waiting for the whole season. Finally, I got to it. It's been a minute, but I'm here. So, of course, the show opens with advice, this time from a long time friends. And pretty much they give the advice that, guys, if you give away the milk, there's no reason to buy the cow. And I'm like, okay, saucy advice. Let's get into this episode though. So we open up with seeing finally the Black Jewish single. I was so fascinated, so curious because I never seen one in real life. It's only probably maybe in scripted series, but in an actual matchmaking show, oh, I'm so ready to get into it. I'm so curious, have so many questions. And her name is Nakisha. She is 25, y'all. And before she gets married, she likes to test drive. So she's not really conservative. She's our wild child. And of course, she rides motorcycles. So she's super hardcore. I'm like, damn, this is so much all happening all at once. So let's get into her a little bit. She, as impressive and how interesting she is, she's from Kansas. Girl, Kansas, hot, black, Jewish, and live in Kansas. That is so interesting. I have so many questions. So many questions. Like, I don't even know where to start. So, her issue when it comes to dating is that typically she gets fetishized a lot, and she's gone through her series amount of heartbreak. So I felt for our girl, and I'm excited for her because she is a Nicki fan. She's like, she took some time off, but now it's game time. I can say the B word, but you guys know she is a Nicki fan. She is super out there. More than Danny, more than Harmony. She gave me life this whole episode. So I'm just excited to see her on her first date. So, let's go. Okay. So Aliza, she comes over and she just takes in this so much emotions, so much energy from her. She's ready to help. So Nakisha, she is with her mom. Her mom is Jewish and her daddy is black. So that's why she is who she is today. So her mom is there, and they kind of express how it's been hard for them even using a matchmaking service because they are not the traditional Jewish family. So this is a good experience for her because at least she works with everybody, girl, in the Jewish community, okay? You're Jewish, period. So Nakisha, she wants someone, who is not conservative, not orthodox, obviously. Because she's just a fireball of energy. She's like breaking all norms already. So she does celebrates the Sabbath. She's like prayers, no, but food, yes. I thought she was super funny. So this is her first time dating Jewish. And I'm not shocked because you're in Kansas. I wonder how large is that community in Kansas. But it's so interesting. I wonder what makes her want to marry Jewish. And from what I've gathered, she likes the sense of culture. It's part of her identity. So she does want to be close to it. So now she is looking for somebody who's between the ages of 26 to 30. Oh, my nose is tickly. She wants someone, preferably if they're a motorcycle rider, that's a plus. But if they're not, they have to be okay that she is and that she wants her kids to be on the motorcycle too as well, which I thought was wild. So she's also okay with guns. And what really got me is that she said that she doesn't want to have a partner who's physically fat. She said she's the only one in the relationship who could be fat. And I'm like, ooh, that's a big statement to make. Controversial too. I'm so curious. You know that I've seen that before, but to be it spoken out loud, she's ready to try to start controversies. Oh my god! I hope she comes back next. I hope Jewish Matchmaking in another season just to cover her, because if you don't bring her back, no, I'm done. I'm done. But I'm living for her. She knows what she wants and she stands by it. So I appreciate her confidence. And she is supported by Eliza. Eliza, she is just taking down notes and say, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to find you a match. So she explains, she's just not attracted to fat men. And then she moves on to saying that she doesn't want anyone who's bald and she prefers no locals, meaning she doesn't want anybody from Kansas. She wants to get out of Kansas ASAP. So this is good because that means the dating pool is going to be much more wide, broadened for Aliza to find her a match. She kind of wants someone to be from California, Florida. She did mention that she has a preference for Latino men. So I'm like, this is a lot, but I can see the hypocrisy of it all, because if a guy, Ori, was doing all this and we were looking at him with a side eye. So it's just interesting to me that, Aliza, Aliza, this is too much controversy, okay? So Aliza is like, she got this, and I'm excited because I'm ready to see who she goes on a date with. And spoil alert, we get to the end of the episode and we see her meeting her date, and I was so glad because I'm like, no, I'm watching the show in baby steps because I'm watching this with you guys, so I don't see it until I recap it. So I'm like looking at this with fresh eyes. So don't judge me, okay? We're doing this on my terms. So now we move over to Faye and Shia, and they are out for ice cream, which is for me the best kind of day ever. A beach, some ice cream, some good vibes. Mwah, chef kiss. So they're out eating ice cream. And you guys, they like each other. I feel like it's a good match. But we kind of get a little bit of an issue with Shia and Faye. And I was kind of sad about it too, because I feel like these two balance each other out. But it seems like, when it comes to religion, these two are in different stages in their life. Shia, he doesn't consider himself as a good boy, and he doesn't want to corrupt or disrupt anything with Faye. So Faye, she's dating Shia, and, she's seeing the differences, but ultimately, she's going to decide whether or not she wants to continue further with him. And later on, she does have a talk with Lisa. And I was like, please. Ugh. Anywho, back to Kansas City for Nakisha. And Elisa, she already has a man ready for Nakisha. And she gives her kind of a talk to let her know who it is. So she starts off saying that he's bald. And I'm like, Aliza. Aliza, she said she wanted a man with hair. She didn't want to pass on the genetics to her babies to not have hair. She said that from the jump. Mm-mm. But she's like, hold up, give it a chance. So we also learned that he has a beard. There's an age gap. He's 38 and she's 26. I remember she wanted 26 to 33. So 38 is a little bit out, and she was looking at 38 as that was old. 38 not old. 38 is not old, guys. So anywho, she hesitantly agrees to go on the date. And I'm just excited. I'm just like, let's go. I'm ready to see how this goes. So back to Shia. He is actually talking to his rabbi. And, he is sharing what he's conflicted with. He feels that, that Faye, she's more religious than him, and he's not ready to make that change in his life. And the rabbi says to him that, you are marrying up pretty much. Like, you're leveling up to marry someone who's so devoted into their religion, so devoted into religion. And he is like going back and forth with himself because he does like her, he likes her family, and he likes Faye, but he's not ready to make that change. And the rabbi says to Shia that, ultimately it's up to her. It's her choice if she finds being with you acceptable or not, because you guys are at different levels, okay? So, y'all, I was feeling bad for him, okay? So now we get to see Noah and Ophir. And I'm nervous because last time Noah went on a date, I felt like he scared the woman. So he's now on a date with Afir. And I was liking it actually. They were having good conversations, good talks, and they were learning about each other and their spiritual journeys. So I felt like, Afir was the right woman to go on a date with Noah because she has such great conversations. She's so easygoing, very open in her dating process. So Noah, he brings up about his kid. And I felt like this is the first day. Let's keep it light. I understand it has to come up, but I feel like, timing of it all. First, get to know each other outside of, the kids and, your heartbreaks and stuff like that. So I felt like, not on the first date. But, she receives it well. She's able to, like, be understanding from what it seems to me. And, she was actually embracing him to share more information about, his kid and his previous marriage. So Afia is actually open to a blended family. She wants a large family. So by her saying that, I thought of that as of it being a good sign. So I'm thinking maybe we're gonna see a second date, y'all. These two may go out again. And right now, Noah's track record, he goes on date 2, but will he get a date 3? So that's what I need to see. Okay, so we'll see. We'll hold off to that. So now we're over to Faye and Aliza having a talk about Shia. I was so heartbroken. I didn't see this coming. But Faye said that pretty much her and Shia had a talk and they mutually agreed that this relationship can no longer go further, that there's religious levels differences. And I was like, good for Faye. Faye knows what she wants. And, Shia, mm, I thought they were a cute match. I think Aliza could have found someone to, Faye's religious level. So I felt like, there could have been more justice for Faye. Given that, she said, religion is very important for her. And in that community, they very serious about that. So I felt like she could have been matched with someone who's more involved in their faith. So that's the last of we're seeing, Faye and Shia together. But they left it off at a good place, which I thought is super mature and very, respectable. I mean, it doesn't always have to be drama when we end a situation. So the experience was nice, but moving on. So, guys, we're back in Kansas, and I feel like this episode was moving too fast for me. I am so happy to finally get to see Nikesha and see how she does in the situation. And our girl, she's getting glam for her date. She's getting all cute. And they're going rollerblading. So they're at a indoor rollerblading space where they listen to music and they have the lights. I think this is a fun day, but also such a painful day too, because falling on your butt next day is gonna suck, but you will remember that you were on that date. So we get to see the guy come up, and his name is Ryan. And I thought he was good looking. But the look on Nakisha's face, she's like, she's like, no, no. And I'm excited. So, guys, that was the episode. So, if you enjoyed it, let me know down below. What are your thoughts? I'm so happy we're getting to see more diversity in Jewish matchmaking because, being Jewish looks like a multitude of things. So, guys, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate every one of you in my journey. And as always, share as much kindness as possible. Take care, guys. Bye.